Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Terrace.
Now, Sid, don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos.
I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
I'm Joe Christmas, bitch.
Rather carve a pumpkin than decorate a tree.
Back up in that ass with the sloppy horror show, where all you killing, bloody, loving maniacs seconds go. My homie he's got that knowledge for the fix. 999 horror flicks, flipped around like a crucifix. Follow it like Myers be across the 50 states. The Rain Man of horror be obsessed like Norman Bates. It's everything horror, bitch, current to the past. You're gonna learn today, it's the Sloppy Horror Podcast.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Sloppy Horror Podcast. Sloppy Horror Podcast.
I have to return some videotapes.
All right, here we go.
Use.
Boom! Welcome to the Sloppy Horror Podcast.
Special episode.
That's right. I am your host and your scary movie companion, Christian Ramey, and back again for another week clapping them cheeks, the best producer in the whole wide world, and my best friend, Mr. Ozark Mark. Mark, what's happening?
Well, what's happening is Christian Ramey, it's Halloween time.
That's true.
And we're here to do a special little bonus episode because technically the season's over here. Okay?
Bonus?
Season's over.
It is
so,
over.
If you're listening on audio, use your imagination because this is more of a visual thing.
It's visual.
As of right now, we're rocking the Sloppy Horror official t-shirt here. So if you ain't got one, you're fucking up. Go to www.sloppyhorrorpodcast.com, get you one.
Right now.
And they're quality shirts here. They're quality shirts. Quality for you. Because that's what we care about is you.
Yeah, we do care about you.
What are we doing here today on this special episode, Christian Ramey?
Look, what we're doing here on this episode is we've got a tape measure, and we're just going to see girth, length. Just kidding. We're not measuring pumpkins. What we are doing is breaking down the Halloween franchise, okay? It's been kind of a popular trend. We've been seeing people rate them, break down the franchise. You guys know I'm pretty spicy when it comes to this franchise. It gets me worked up a little bit, but it's time to set the record straight. It's time to do it. Mark is here to help out and be the best producer in the whole wide world because I believe you got some kind of chart system you're going to use, don't you? Or something?
Yeah. See, I got this little chart system over here. I'm going to pull it up here for you.
Okay.
Post-edit because I'm a producer. So we got this little thing here, Halloween with the Sloppy Horror, okay?
Right.
And we're going to rate all of the movies here from first to last, according to Christian Ramey, the horror nerd.
So we got 12 of them out there, okay?
12.
I'm not going to necessarily, we're not going to give you like an hour on each movie, but what we'll do is we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up, okay? Because we've got 12 pictures out thus far. That's a lot of pictures. Yes, and if you're watching live with us, you can come back and watch this later and, see the little, chart that Ozark's laying down. But in the meantime, you just have to visualize. Okay.
Visualize an attack.
So, Ozark, do you ready to get into this?
Yeah, start.
Do you, first off, if I had to say, you got Michael Myers, Jason, and Fred, or is Michael one of your favorites? Is he up there for you? You like him?
Sure, who doesn't like Michael?
Yeah, it's a good point, man. I like that, too.
Who doesn't like Michael?
Just no expression, just cold feelings.
Yeah, sometimes you want that. Sometimes you don't want a little too much from your guy. A little mystery. You just want him to show up and kill people. That's what he does.
Mystery man.
Hides behind bushes.
Yep. Okay. So, without trashing number 12, my number 12 pick would be Halloween 2018. Okay? I'm not going to trash it super hard. And I know there are a lot of Halloween fans who were able to look past the... don't do that. I know there was a lot of Halloween fans that were able to...
whatever the fuck I want.
They were able to look past the sibling switch. And, I love Jamie Lee Curtis and her role in horror movies. But if you listen to her, especially in her most recent interview with Eli Roth, she says... Well, horror just happened. I wasn't in horror movies. And he was like, you were in 5 horror movies within a couple years. You were definitely had a wave. And she's like, I guess, but it wasn't. And he's like, no, bro, you definitely had a wave. And that kind of upsets me. So I don't know if everybody's opinions of her match up with her opinions of how she feels about it. And it was just hard for me. So the switch was weird. And I really felt like after Rob Zombie's movies, it was such a step down. where it really just kind of, it just wasn't for me. Just wasn't for me, Ozark Mark.
Well, probably so. I mean, some of these things you just need to let them go and let them be.
Am I supposed to see the movies behind you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. I was curious.
You're supposed to see. You'll see it.
Oh, okay. I was curious. I was just making sure you weren't.
It's popping up. Ready? Boom. It just popped up there again.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
the magic.
that's it.
That's the magic that I can do as a producer. See, I can wave my fingers here and boom, there it is again.
Post that.
There it
Post
there
that.
it is again. And now we're back, and now we're back again. There's Christian Ramey. I'm Ozark Mark, and this is the chart. So that's how that works, boys and girls. So you don't have to see shit, but you will see it. Okay, so number 12 is number 12. Who
Yeah.
would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Let's move on, Christian Ramey. What's next in your little ranking? Moving up in the ranks. What's in the power ranking here of number 11?
2021 Halloween Kills. That rates the second to worst. It wasn't as bad as 2018 to me. It was a step
minute.
up from that.
Did I not put the right fucking one here? Halloween Kill. There's only 12, and you said 12 was 12. Which one did you just say?
Who said 12? You said 12.
There's
was 12
movies
I said
here.
Halloween 2018. Okay? That's in the 12th place.
Oh, okay. All right.
Should. Ozark Mark's freaking himself out. Okay. It'll make sense
Oh,
audio
shit.
wise. It'll make sense audio wise. So you'll be able to fix
No,
it.
I get it. I'm fixing it right now. So number 11 is Halloween Kills.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna fix. I gotta fix a couple screenshots.
Oh, that's all right. Fix them.
I'm fixing them.
So
Here we go.
no, I'll pontificate for a moment. Halloween Kills was a step up from the last one, but you know what it seemed like to me? It seemed like something being sold to me. It's like, hey, look, we've got these shiny dangly things, we've got cameos and Easter eggs, and it's like, man, sometimes I'll take less cameos and Easter eggs if you just give me a better fucking movie, you know? And that's just kind of how I feel. I don't want to be mean, you know what I mean? And I'm not roasting anybody that likes it, but just for me personally, it was a step down. It seems like a reunion tour for some of these old actors and actresses. And I'm not real fond of old people doing reunion tours in art. Be it music, acting, directing, whatever the hell it is. Did you see The Irishman from Martin Scorsese? It's not Goodfellas. It's not Goodfellas.
No, there's a thing. There's this thing in life, and it applies to about 90% of the population, maybe even 95% of the population. You have a window in your age to create things, okay? And then once you get past that window, you're just hurting yourself.
Yeah, it's frustrating, man, because
It is-
like
there's a few people that can do it that are timeless. There's like Clint Eastwood, still timeless, I think.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people like that. But when you do something like this, just come up with something new and different, and let Halloweens be Halloweens.
What
man.
bothers me is when people say things are better. So like, you know, if Eminem comes out with a new album and somebody says this is better than his old stuff, it's like, okay, you can say this is a great album, but to like, dog, like, do you remember those first 3 albums? Like the, you know, Infinite, then Marshall
that's-
Mathers, and then like Slim Shady
No.
LP. He'll never snap like that again.
That's
He was young, and which we all are that way. Not saying he's got bad albums now. They're good albums. Like, I'm not saying they're bad. But to say that they're better, that shit frustrates me when people do that. When somebody will say, like, even like, say, Cry Macho. Yes, sure, that's a good film, but it's not Good, Bad, and the Ugly, dog. Like, it's not A Fistful of Dollars. It's not, you know.
it's an argument that's based on opinion.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna. Nobody wins, nobody loses. It's based on opinion. Now the only way that you can classify an album being better than another album, for example, is by record sales or record downloads. That's the only way, and it's still not better. It's just, you know, more
I don't
popular, I guess.
take it with films. So if I can say something else that kind of pissed me off with the Halloween Kills to some degree, is Jamie Lee Curtis came out flexing on her numbers, on box office numbers, and what frustrates me to that is they put enough marketing or money into this marketing, like they marketed it like a comic book movie, dude. It's like you're gonna make that money back. Like you couldn't take a shit and open your phone without seeing a Halloween Kills commercial. So you put that much into it, you're gonna get it back. But it's not like you created something new. You're standing on the shoulders of a franchise that you're denying half of for your new little twist. You know what I'm stating? So it's like if it wasn't for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you wouldn't have these opening weekends. These people liked those movies. So I don't know. It was just a hard sell for me, and I didn't like the. It just seemed awfully pompous to kind of like flex, to be like, oh,
Pompous?
yeah. They seem like fucking smug, like fucking like assholes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like to be
Pompous.
like, yeah. Just to, seem like fucking, I don't know. It was rude to me. It's like, man, you can't do that, man. Michael Myers sold those tickets, like, and all your guys' marketing, like, it doesn't mean it's the better movie. But with downloads, I might agree with you on song downloads, because somebody had to download them, and they wanted to listen to it. So it's like,
Yeah.
you might have something different there with music.
Yeah, probably. So, okay. So, number 10
All right, man.
is Halloween Kills in the rankings here, the power rankings.
No, it goes.
How many movies are there?
There's fucking 12, Mark.
Okay, well, number 11 was Halloween Kills.
Yes.
I'm not a horror nerd. Bear the fuck with me.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
All right. So let's go on to number 10 in your ranking system. Who do you have coming in at number 10?
Man. And this kind of breaks my heart because it is the worst, dog. It is Resurrection. And I liked it.
With that whole bus.
And I like it. And it's a guilty pleasure within the franchise because The Mask, they did CGI and just really messed with it, and it was bad, man. But I tell you what's frustrating is, like, I enjoyed that movie to some degree. So, I mean, even like Halloween Kills and then that other Halloween, it's like I'd rather watch that than The Notebook. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I hate it, it's still Michael Myers doing his thing. If you popped it in, I'm not going to, like, storm out. So, Resurrection is going to fall in number 10 spot for me. Old Bust the Bus.
It was a fun little movie, of course. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, man.
It makes sense. But it was still fun to watch.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll watch it again, but...
It was 2002, so the internet was brand new. So for them to have like a webcam, like, Big Brother reality TV show, that was very popular at that time. Like, that felt right. Like, Dangertainment. hey, Mikey. Like, aw, he was coming in there.
It's more of a comedy than it is a horror movie.
Yeah,
but
man,
it was a fun little one. All right, cool. All right, so coming in at number 9 now. We're on number 9. Who's coming
don't rush
in
me. Don't
at
rush me.
number 9?
Don't rush me, Mark. Mark's watching football over there. He doesn't even care about our show.
No, I'm not. I'm not watching football.
He was watching football.
No, I'm not.
He probably is.
I am.
It's my fantasy. Look.
I mean, I just like watching football.
Look, guys, I'm full attention. Full attention to you guys.
So am I.
Thank you. I can't see who's doing that, but thank you down there. Thank you.
Stop. No. Pay attention here. Look, go on to who's ranking in number 9 in your world, Christian Ramey. If
Man.
you're going to tell somebody, have a conversation, say, this is the 9th
For me,
fucking Halloween movie.
For me, it's The Curse of Michael Myers, Part 6, and it's the one with the light blue.
Shut the fuck up. I know. I just can't see.
Light blue.
I see it. You fuck. Shut up.
So, it would be The Curse of Michael Myers, and it's not because it's bad. I enjoyed a few of the kills in there. It's definitely gets me nostalgic. I mean, it's 95, so what? I was like 6 or 7. I was a little boy. I was a young child during this time frame. So I definitely like the movie, The Asshole Dad. He had like a really funny part in that movie, Ozark, Mark, where, I don't know if you remember part 5, but this girl comes back home to live with her parents, and she's got a kid, and he says, ever since you moved home, you and that little bastard of yours. Like, what a little kid's there, bro. Like this like straight dick. Like, call him a little bastard. Like, what? You can't do that, dude. That ain't right. That ain't right, man. So, but it had Paul Rudd in it, and he was really serious. He wasn't normal Paul Rudd, and it almost makes it, you can't watch it anymore because he's like nutty fighting Michael Myers, and he's like really serious into this like broken, twisted Tommy Doyle. And it's like, he crushed it. He did a good job, but after you know him as not as a person, but just as an actor and his style, Paul Rudd has definitely come into himself, and that's not who he is. And it's really funny. I always mention that part where he walks into the hospital like, I need a doctor, damn it! And he's like holding a baby. And you're like, bro. Like, he's going for the Oscar. Like,
That's part of it. What makes the movie so fun, man.
yeah.
You know.
So that's number 9.
Number 9. Wow. This seems like a pretty accurate fucking ranking right here. Power rankings here, as we call them.
Wow.
We're moving right along to number 8. What's number 8 for you?
Number 8 for me would be Halloween H2O.
Halloween H2O.
We're going to break old Busta balls, but we're not going to break LL Cool J's balls? Come on now. I mean, it was LL Cool J, and he was reading Shakespeare. All right? It was just a strange, I don't know. I mean, he does need love, so I guess that was his, whole ordeal. But, I thought, if we're going to break Busta Rhymes' balls for doing karate, and we're not going to break LL Cool J's balls for doing, like, Shakespeare. And Josh Hartnett's haircuts, everybody knows they were the worst haircuts in the whole. If you forgot about them, Google Josh Hartnett haircuts if you want a good chuckle. If you want a good laugh, bro, like laugh to your core. You're like, did you cut your hair with a weed whacker? What had happened to your hair? What's wrong with you? What's going on? How was that a thing? Because ladies used to like that guy, and he's been in a lot of horror stuff, but. Strange stuff, man. I thought the kills were really lackluster in H2O, and that's my reason for it being at number 8. It was a fun storyline, but when I'm coming to watch Michael Myers, I want to see him. Versus, he's coming home. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
We get
Next.
Next.
All right, so that's number 8. H2O is number 8. Now, if you're going to say number 7, is that a White Castle cup? What is that?
Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay. It's White Castle colors here. Number 7, coming in your power ranking of the sloppy horror, Christian Raimi horror nerd knows everything about it thing here. What are you picking? What do you got here? What's on your list?
Man.
Now we're getting into the tough stuff here. Tough stuff.
We are, Mark.
Tough stuff.
We are. Let me think here for a second, Mark. Okay.
Didn't you have this list already pre-written out? What the fuck
Yes,
are you
but
doing?
like my heart. Okay, so I'm going to have to go Halloween 5.
Halloween 5.
And it's close to my heart, man. It came out the year I was born, 1989. So it's like, I like that movie a whole lot. But it just has its limitations. A lot of people don't like the masks from 4 and 5, but I thought they looked so weird. I enjoyed them, man. 4 and 5, I watched a shitload, man. I had them on tape. I mean, I eventually had them all on tape, but I remember having 4 and 5 on tape when I was really young. Still got them on tape. We still got them. We still got them, boys and girls. Thank you for everybody watching, by the way. Have you seen part 5, Mark? It has Rachel, the finish of Rachel.
Probably. Think I have. I have to. I mean, I just don't watch them religiously like you do, so it's hard for me to say. But I guarantee you I have seen it.
Mark?
I know that's not what you want to hear, but, what are you going to do here?
I know you've seen it. Part 5, Jamie had young Jamie. All right, Danielle Harris. She was mute at the beginning of the movie. She couldn't, talk.
Oh, yeah, that one. That's a solid number 6.
Yeah,
No.
man. It's
7. That's 7.
It makes me feel like a kid. Again, that movie does.
Yeah.
It shows like schools, like Halloween time from the 90s. You're just like, okay, bro. Like late 80s. Man, this is really getting tough now.
We're coming in at number 6. We're almost in the top 5. That's where it really gets hairy and sticky and spicy.
I'm going with Halloween 2.
Halloween
1981.
2. Woo! Who would have thought that? Halloween 2
Now
at number 6.
Now, here's what I liked about Halloween 2. I really like how they picked up at the beginning, 1981, how they picked up right after. And I liked some of the conclusion, a lot of the shots, but I liked the beginning part when it had like the POV shots, and then I liked the hospital shots. But as the movie panned out, it kind of got a little slow to me. And for some reason, Halloween 2 almost felt a little Friday the 13th-ish. Like, I felt like they bounced off of each other. Like, Halloween came out, Friday the 13th came out, and then they kind of rebutted with that. And it felt like a collection of both of them, especially like when old boy is watching, in the hospital, when he's watching those dancers, the aerobic people on the TV. Like, I don't know, it just felt like a Friday the 13th to me. It's a very solid picture, and a lot of people will disagree with that being, where it's at. But for me, that's where it ranks on my personal list. Yeah, that's just nice. That's nice.
Well explained, Christian Ramey. What more can you say?
So we're in the top 5?
We are in the top 5. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. I'm just kidding. We ain't got no commercials.
So this pick is number 5.
Nobody likes us. Yeah, we're talking about 5. What's your pick for number 5? The fifth 5. This is the area where you get a participation trophy award.
Are you sure I got 5?
Yeah. You got Halloween 1, Halloween 3, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, then you got the 2 Robert Zombers.
I got Halloween. I've already given you Halloween 5. Okay.
No, I said Halloween 1, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, and the 2 Robert Zombers.
Yeah.
That's 5 left. I'm looking at it visually. There are 5
Halloween
movies.
1,
Halloween
Halloween 3,
yeah.
Halloween 4,
Yeah.
and the 2 Robert Zombers. That's 8, dude.
I'm going to hit you with these goddamn candles, which you can find conveniently on sloppyhorrorpodcast.com.
Right.
This smell good. This one is what is this? This is tobacco, bourbon, and coconut.
Yeah, that's for. But what's the movie?
Smell good.
What's the movie?
What's the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay, good stuff.
It
All right.
fits.
Number 5, man. I really, really love this movie. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I don't really know how it gets a lot of flack. I guess it only does because it doesn't have Michael Myers, but I think horror fans know what's up. That's a great movie, man. That's fun to throw in the rotation. If you're going to watch the whole franchise, just throw it in, man.
I think that's the reason why it gets the most of what you just said, because it doesn't have Michael Myers in it.
But
Which is a big red flag for most people, but, it's cool to see a little bit something different. I could see why they did it, try to switch it up a little bit.
all the trick-or-treaters, their masks, they get stuck in them and they become it's fucking sweet, dude.
It's a cool little concept. I don't think...
They killed a kid, and how many horror movies kill kids?
I think
Not many.
I think it could have been more successful than it was if you didn't call it Halloween. So it made something completely different. Mm-hmm. Because Halloween, you think that Michael Myers has to be in the Halloween movies.
I agree.
But, it's still a good movie. Still a good movie.
Very solid movie, man. It's
number 5. It's got to be solid.
It is, dude. I really recommend that. Like you said, outside of the franchise, call it whatever you want. But the fact that it is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, it sounds like, as one whole thing, it doesn't sound like it's just Halloween. Like Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, you're like, oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
It's like a full, long-ass band.
Yeah.
You're like, what? That's crazy. So... solid movie, man. Tom Atkins in that movie crushes it. He crushes it in all horror movies. I love that guy. I just saw him in Indianapolis, or was that Texas? I don't know, man. I go to too many conventions. My brain is a blur.
Bow. So we are going into number 4. We are almost in the top 3 here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But first, we got to get number 4. What is number 4? Christian Ramey, what is it?
Okay.
Sound like you burping on here.
I'm going to pick Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Whoa! Robert Zombert's finally up there on the board. Why so, Christian Ramey? Explain why this has made it to number 4.
Look, I love this movie. As we get up here, we'll understand why the picks are so high. Like, I love this movie so much. A lot of people hate it. But they give some bad rap because there's some white horse scenes with his mother. And it's like, man, that's only like 4 to 5 minutes of the whole damn movie. But if you go through the kills, bro, first off, that one kill where the dudes in the van hit the cow, that shit alone was wicked, dude. He loses all of his teeth, all right? Fuck. He was busted up. And then he gets him with that big piece of glass, bro.
Yeah.
Guts him. Mm-hmm. The nurse, Octavia Spencer, just wrecked, bro. Wrecked. Everybody in that movie. That guy outside of the club. Why is that guy's actor? Jeff Daniel Phillips. What the hell is that guy's name? I think that's his name. He gets his head stomped in. He's like, look here, jack off. He says, I've already knocked out. And then he just knocks him out and just crushes his head. Goes into that strip club, finds that guy like Frankenstein and like breaks his arm against the wall. Like, gets his girl. Like, bro, that movie was wicked, dude. It was raw.
That's who I picture Michael Myers is.
Me
or should
too.
be, is that kind of brutal motherfucker.
Me too.
That's my favorite version of Michael Myers, I guess you could say.
I love that movie. I love it a lot. So that's what I'm picking there. That's what I'm picking at number 4.
Wow. What a solid lineup. What a solid lineup. Now, this is where it gets very, very tricky. We are in the top 3. We
Yep.
are in the top 3.
This is also hard too. Okay, so I'm picking Halloween 4.
Halloween 4 is the number 3.
This is probably the Halloween I've seen the most. As I mentioned earlier when I dropped 5, 4 and 5 I had on VHS really young. And I really like Danielle Harris, man. Like, I just loved those movies as a kid, you know? It was a cool character, man. I really dug that. Like, now looking back in hindsight, it's like we were talking with the Busta Rhymes 2002, and people were like, dude, the internet, like it was like a reality show. You're like, yeah, it was really popular in 2002 if you weren't aware. Same with this kind of situation with Halloween 4. Like, that worked for then. Like, that was scary back then. And even the ambiguity of the mask and how like different it looked to. Nobody was like, oh, it's not aged or weathered. It didn't matter back then, bro. It was Michael Myers. It was like, oh, who is that dude? It's Michael Myers, bro. Like, it was scary. And, man, you still had Dr. Loomis in there, you know, Donald Pleasance. And that's like, that was such a big part of that. The fact that he played through the first 6 movies, like, just made that, because Donald Pleasance was like an actual legitimate actor, and like every movie they had him in, he was like overacting, like they made him that way, you know. And whereas everybody else is just like,
He's
totally.
He's the best part of all of those movies.
Yeah,
all
man.
6 of them movies, man.
Yeah, he's the shit.
Gotta have Donald Pleasance.
I don't know if you saw Halloween Kills, right? But they had this dude that does like a reimagining of him, right? And I thought it was him. I thought it was Donald Pleasance in CGI, because obviously Donald has passed. Bro, it was Tom Jones Jr. That's the dude's name. Like, he's not the singer's son, I don't believe. He's an actor, though. They redid this dude, and he's like, Michael. I was like, holy shit, man. Like, that was pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie about that.
If you gotta get something right, that's a good thing to get right.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, Halloween 4 is and like I'm saying, I'm not saying these are the best. I'm saying this is my personal, how I rate the franchise.
Little disclaimer there. Yeah. So, what is number 2 on your power ranking, Christian Ramey? I am dying to know. I am on the edge of my seat.
Rob Zombie's Halloween, 2007.
Oh, Robert Zomberts coming in at number 2.
Yep.
Which is a shame, because I was really rooting for that one, son of a bitch, because that's my favorite one.
Well, he didn't create the character.
Sure.
He didn't create him, but I think he brought him to life in a way different for some people. Not everybody. Not everybody appreciated that, but I was born in Kentucky, raised in Ohio. We live a baseball throw away from Indiana. We know people, not saying we're friends with people, but I'm saying we understand that world of what he represents on screen. So, like, I appreciate that, and I find it funny. And I also find his work to be very reminiscent of works of the 70s where they had a shock value to them, where it felt like a punch in the gut. There was a grit to them. And his stuff doesn't have a pretty polish to it. It's kind of a dirty grit to it, and I love that. There's something about that I absolutely love. His kills were phenomenal. Beating that kid with a tree branch, stepdad tied to the duct tape to the chair, beating a brother or the dude that was banging a sister with that aluminum baseball bat, bro. Like, the dude was fishing out. Like, that was some shit now. Mm-hmm. You could say what you want about Robert Zombert, but that man can display some violence on camera, And that was amazing, dude. And then his casting is phenomenal. We're not going to dive, deep into that. Obviously, I've made that point many times. But he's just one of the best horror casters ever. Like, everybody in his movies comes from movies you dig, So I thought that was pretty badass. And what a representation. Like, he stated, he's like, I didn't want to just make the same carbon copy. He says, I wanted to add my twist. And he says, nobody's really gone back to his childhood. Like, they always talk about it, but they don't, show it. Mm-hmm. And he's the first motherfucker to do that.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that. And, yeah, he's number 2, man. He's number 2 to me.
Very well. So that only leaves one more. This is the top spot. This is the big dick position. Yeah. This is the number 1 ranked Halloween in the eyes of Christian Ramey, your favorite scary movie companion.
The one that built it all, man. 1978. John Carpenter, Deborah Hill. When they had the perfect recipe to make a horror movie, when it was simplicity. They didn't ride off anybody else's coattails. They weren't making Halloween 13 or 14. They weren't a comedian buying into it. They weren't a rock star buying into it. They weren't, I'll look at it fairly from both angles. People that don't like Rob Zombie either, I get it. They weren't anybody else. They made it. And with simplicity. We discussed that when we went in on the episode, where it's like, all these guys cared about, making a good picture, but at the same time, they were trying to hit a home run, too. So they were trying to, hit a lick. They were trying to do the best they could with what little they had, but they weren't going for film theory or, the character arc of Laurie Strode. That's not what they were going for, bro. They were trying to make a scary movie that would make girls hold their boyfriends tighter, you know what I mean? And sell and do well. Get them paid. So even to the point where when Halloween 2 came out, John Carpenter's like, nah, I don't want to do it, bro. I don't want to do it. And they're like, well, we're making it. We're taking your characters and remaking them. So, what do you want us to do? It's like, fuck, dude. They pretty much, roped him in. So that shows you that it's not I feel so strongly about it. So to see them with the reunion tour all these years later makes me a little sad, man. It's I wish you would have left it like you intended to do. Mm-hmm. I thought that's more gangster. Yeah, I'm one and done and fuck you. I'm out. Wes Craven did it with The Nightmare on Elm Street, came back, I guess, got a little bullish, but that's okay. I liked how Wes was yeah, I didn't really like what they did with Freddy, but I got it. And it's well, it's cool, man. Your hands are clean of it. You gave us him. Mm-hmm. You gave us him. He gave us Michael Myers. And not only that, John Carpenter, he makes his own scores, his own music, and then Nick Castle, who had played some Michael Myers. There's a few different people who were Michael on film, but to do this with your buddies on a limited budget, and it's like you said, it's a beginner's film. Like you see the smoke of his cigarette trailing into the scene. Like there's a lot of beautiful little mistakes in there that just make it what it is. And it's not because people were chanting "Evil Dies Tonight," and it's not because it was corny. It's not because it had a rapper in it. It's not because it had an R&B singer in it. It's because it was the first, man. So I got to give credit where credit is due. And John Carpenter wears the crown. You know what I mean? He's the horror legend. And think about that, man. Assault on Precinct 13, The Fog, Halloween, dude. Body Bags, what a great movie. His own rendition, Vampires. Dude, he is just a nut. He's a flippin' nut, dude. And he makes his own scores, like Escape from New York. Dude. I'm serious. Other people have said it too before me. Go listen to some John Carpenter, scores. Dude, and drive around. You'll be, in the zone, bro. You'll be in your zone, I swear. It's like power synth. And it just makes him kind of a cooler. He's a hell of a producer, not only a director, but he's real touchy. And as somebody like you or I, we can kind of respect that. We're like, nah, do it right. Fucking, if you can't do it, I'm going to do it. Just, you know what? Get out of the way. I'm going to do it. Yeah. I'm going to do it. Let me do it. And, man, what a beast. So that's it. John Carpenter, 1978's Halloween. That's number one. But Rob Zombie's definitely number two to me.
Fantastic. So all the people here that are not watching visually, so all you ear listeners, Christian Ramey, go through the list from first to last real quick. Just a real quick, name them all so we make sure we got them all here. So number one was...
Oh, so we're going front to back.
Yes.
So we're going Halloween, 1978 in first place. We are going Rob Zombie's 2007 in second place. I am going Halloween 4, 1988 in third place. In fourth place, I have Halloween 2, Rob Zombie, which is 2009. I don't know why that fucked me up because I have RZ down there and I have it all ass backwards. Number 5 is Season of the Witch, Part 3, 1982. Is Part 6, Part 5 for me?
What?
Is it Part 5?
No,
Part
hold on.
You read down the list for me, Mark. I don't have my list. My list is backwards. I can't read it.
All
it's
right,
like
so
the alphabet. Just go front to back. Just read it off.
All right, Halloween, number one. As number one, you got
Which? All right, we're not reading them front to back. We're not doing this.
I'm not a ordinary dude.
Halloween, yes. Well, that's what we're rating. All of them.
All right,
You've got it.
It's Halloween, 1968.
What? 60? Stop. Just stop. Just stop. You're making it bad. All right. You're just making it bad.
How can you not read something from back to front?
Because I have them written down from the chronological order of what they came out. I did not write down my list.
Fucked up.
I just went,
Damn it.
I did it truly off the heart. You can't read them.
No, I can't. They're very small on the screen, and I have bad eyes.
Number 1 is Halloween, 1978, John Carpenter. Number 2 is 2007, Rob Zombies, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then we worked our way to number 3, which was Part 4, which is 88 to me.
That's correct. Then you have coming in
where we at, 4th place or 5th?
4th place, which is Halloween 2, Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie,
Okay.
correct.
Coming in at 5th place is Halloween 3.
Season of the Witch,
That's
yes.
correct. Coming in at 6th is Halloween 2.
2, that's right. And then we moved to Halloween 5, correct?
That's correct, and that is in whatever place we're at. And then beyond that, you have Halloween H2O.
Yep.
And then beyond that, you have Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
And then we go to Resurrection.
The Bus a Bus.
Yes.
And then you have Halloween Kills.
Yes.
And last and leastly,
Halloween 2018.
Halloween 2018. So
I
that
don't know
is
why it
your
was so hard
list.
for me to do backwards.
Because you're an idiot. That's
Look,
why.
you couldn't read them.
I can't because they're
Two
the
brains.
size. They're the size of a quarter on a screen.
2 brains, and we can't do it. Two
Nope.
brains, we can't.
And you guys are listening to us. So what does that say about you?
Yeah, this is going to be our last day alive.
Well, that's a solid list, Christian Ramey. I think that's a good place if you very curious about how the Halloweens rank. I think that's a very solid and logical way to put them.
Yeah.
I think that's a good order. I think that's the order they should be on your DVD collection from top to bottom.
Watch them that way right now. All of them. And then listen to all of our episodes. Okay.
And then buy all of our candles.
Yeah,
buy
we
all
do.
of our shirts.
We do have a lot.
We got a lot of shit. Buy it.
Buy Mark.
Because
He's
you'll
like
help
15
us. You know, you'll help us out. Okay?
Mark's like $15. I'm $16. Together, you can get us for $30, and we'll come hang out,
That's a good
play
deal.
Mario Party with you.
Ooh, I love Mario Party.
It's a fun game.
I got the original one.
That's a fun
That's
game.
the best one.
That's $150 a piece for the
Yeah.
both of us.
Well, you ever played Drunken Mario Party?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
It's the way to go, man.
What a bonus episode we just did. Can you believe this?
It's for their Halloween day. Now their Halloweens are rated.
Yes. So now you know which Halloween to watch.
Witches.
Shut the fuck up. So all you audio listeners, I hope that wasn't too bad. We did kind of a little visual trick here, but I think you got the most jizz of it. Jizz of it?
You got the jizz of it.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna get us thrown off the TikTok.
It's been a long day.
It has.
It's been a long day, but we're here. We're here for
has.
you. We're here for you. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode. This is a good way to end season, what is this, 5 now?
I don't know.
Is it 4 or 5? All I know is there's enough episodes that you can listen to us for longer than 24 hours. Stop doing that. That's a nightmare for me, audio. Stop it. Stop it right now. Thank you. So, Christian Ramey, do you have anything that you want to say to these people as we leave them in their bonus episode? Bonus! Before we leave them for a week.
Yes, go to the Dagobah system.
The Dagobah system.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I want to thank.
System.
It's a Star Wars thing.
God, stop it. Don't do that.
It's a Star Wars
Don't
thing.
do that.
Look, here's what's going on. We're gonna be back in attack. We thank you guys for the best season we've had thus far.
Yeah.
Audio listeners, YouTube listeners, TikTok people, everybody all around, man. We thank you so much, and for all of those supporting us, we thank you so much. Obviously, like Ozark said, you can find a lot of stuff on our website, sloppyhorrorpodcast.com. But yeah, in the meantime, we won't leave you for too long. I hope you guys are having a great Halloween. Don't get too many cavities. Or if I can do it. Eat as much as you want, man. I hope you're having a blast. Let your 3-year-old watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. That's fine.
Don't do that. No.
In a hypothetical.
Do not do that.
All right. Yeah, whatever works.
Don't do that.
Whatever works, and I hope you guys have the best day ever. All right, and we'll be back.
We'll be back here for the next season, Christian Ramey, for your rehab season. I'm calling it right now. It's a rehab season. You just got through the spooky season. It's going to be a rehab season.
Yeah.
Yeah.